Welcome back. It is day 30 in the 45-day challenge. And before I get started, I just want to say that I know I promised you guys a recap and some of the sheets that you could print out, and they are coming. I decided that I was going to create a portal, and that'll be coming to you in the next couple of days where you can link into it and print out or listen to anything you'd like to hear to get your game on. Now we're at day 30, and that is why we're talking about commitment, because as you all know, commitment is something that you got to show up for yourself every day and force yourself to get on your game and accomplish those things that are most important to you. And I'd like to say two things about commitment. Number one, commitment is a struggle. Anybody who tells you that it isn't is probably not practicing a great deal of commitment in the things that are hard, those things that they really want to accomplish in their life. And number two, commitment is a discipline. And from anyone I know who's really disciplined, I know that they've been doing it for years and they've trained themselves to really show up. And it's just a way of life. And out of all the people that I've worked with in my career or all the entrepreneurs I know, the most successful are the ones who have mastered discipline. And they will all tell you that is really the hardest thing. So spend a little time on it. I always say, how you start is how you finish. So if you start strong, you know, sometimes in that middle space, we get a little off our game. Well, now's the time to rally and finish strong. Okay, got to get back and get your energy up and get your clarity on, and you know, really decide that you're going to finish this strong. Nobody's perfect, but we get back up on our horse and we decide we're going to finish and do the things that we've decided to do that we want for our lives. Okay, so if you want a great output, the first thing you need to do is to put in great input. And that's three things primarily. Number one is your talent and your innate strengths, the things that you're born with, the things that you know you're really good at. And, you know, frankly, you might not be manifesting all the time, but you know that you're good at. And if you're not manifesting them, you're probably not feeling good about it because you know you should be, right? Number two is the skills, the talents, and the experience that we garner through our whole lives and that we bring to the party every day for, you know, showing up for the things that we need to do. But number three is probably the most important, and I call it the seeds of commitment. And if you have all the talent in the world, if you're brilliant and you have great skills, but you're not utilizing them because you are not fulfilling your commitments on a daily basis, you're probably going to be very disappointed in the outcome that you're receiving. So this is the seed that you need to plant each day in the fire of your belly. You know, that place where you're really revved up for all the things you want to accomplish, all the goals that you have set for yourself. And there's two different types of commitment. There's external commitment. External commitment is when you are setting something up that relies upon other people or other conditions that are outside of your control. So if you have a meeting and it's an important meeting where you're, you know, really talking about your next marketing campaign with your team, but they got stuck on a train and they're not showing up. Well, that meeting doesn't happen. So therefore your external commitment, you know, might not allow you to produce the result you're looking for. However, the other commitment is your internal commitment. And that's the commitment that you make to yourself. It's a personal decision that involves your own fortitude, your strength, your tenacity to get your outcome no matter what. Internal commitments are so valuable because when that team doesn't show up for that meeting, you can sit down with your notepad and say, you know what, here's what I wanted to discuss with them. Here's the things that I want in output. Let me get them on the speakerphone. Let me try to figure this out. I need to get this outcome today because I made that internal commitment to myself. You know, it's where the rubber meets the road. In people who allow themselves to get sidetracked because external commitments aren't possible because people are not showing up or conditions are not make it very challenging, those people are sidelined by their goals on a regular basis. But you can decide that this is my internal commitment to myself, and I'm going to take this as far and as fast as I personally can because I've made that decision to myself no matter what. And the no matter what part, that's your fortress of strength. Okay. When you decide internally that you're making something happen, and I know you've been there because we've all been there where we've made those decisions and we manifest them no matter what. Okay. That is strength. That is the kind of strength that takes you to the top of the game, my friends. So harness that all day long. Two more points I would make is be single-minded. That single-minded determination, we call it the PhD, pig-headed determination. And yes, it's a stubbornness to refuse to fail, to refuse to not get what you're after. And then number two, I would say, is do the right thing. In life, we have choices every single day. And that is another incredible strength. Once you start doing the right thing, when it's hard, when you don't feel like it, when you don't feel like showing up, when no one's looking and you don't really have to do the right thing, when challenges get in your way and you say, you know what, I made this commitment, I'm going to do the right thing by it. That is strength. That is personal fortitude. And that will take you through every challenge. That'll take you up the mountain, over the mountain, through the forest, over the ocean. That's the kind of fortitude that people really change the game. The innovators in the world who don't take no for an answer, the innovators in the world who bring people along the way, who don't leave people behind, who do the right thing by people. That's your strength. Strength is the greatest gift you can give yourself, and you can do these for yourself every single day. So let me ask you a question on day 30. Have you guys decided to make the commitments? And if not, can you decide today to make the commitments to yourself, to your goals, to being the person you want to be, to utilizing all of those incredible talents, to making sure that you're using your skills and your training and your intuition to get where you want to go, and then solidifying it all with that internal commitment of strength. I hope that you can get there today. I hope that the next 2 weeks is really strong for you. Finish strong. That's what I say. Finish strong. And I'm wishing you life and business on your terms and an extraordinary future. Cheers.